You're always shitting yourself.
He did full on shard it himself. What's up, faggots? It's the most black people hatingest, woman rapingest, child killingest podcast in the known universe.
We do recycle, though.
Recycle, reduce, reuse.
The rootinest, tootinest racists in town.
Damn. Well, I hope we all had something.
This is great service here.
Yeah, dude. Well,
I'm okay.
yeah, you don't get that at Compound Media. You heard it here. Joe Gorman has a white woman slave. How cool.
Damn, this is just what Lincoln wanted.
All right, let's see how this sounds. Fuck, man. Well, I turned him down a smidge.
Matt got turned down a little bit,
Yeah,
folks.
so we've essentially silenced him.
Matt is the underdog of the podcast now.
Well, I'm so used to being turned on. I feel like I needed to be turned down a little. I'm always turned up, turned on. I'm rarely turned down, especially by hot women. I'm never turned down by hot women.
Never, never.
And I'm turned right round like a record, baby.
Ooh, okay.
Right round, up and down.
Is that a meat spin reference?
Yeah.
You both fucked with meat
I
spin,
loved
right?
meat spin.
Of course.
Oh,
I
yeah.
like the idea that you think Right Round is the Meat Spin song and not that Meat Spin uses the song Right Round. You learned the song Right Round from Meat Spin.
Let's check this.
You spin my head right round when you go down,
You spin my
head right round.
like a record, baby. Right round.
Right round.
Welcome to the Locker Room Talk.
We did it, man.
We did it, folks.
This is bordering on karaoke,
Mm.
and I love it.
We should just have a karaoke episode where we sing songs. You know, and they don't even have the visual. They just have the audio of us singing.
Yeah, I am going to be doing karaoke this weekend.
Ooh,
Not,
okay.
not in the traditional sense.
Okay.
It's Passover, and we all sing Dianu together.
Die, Dianu. Die, Dianu. Die, Dianu. Dianu, Dianu.
Die,
Oi.
Jesus.
Yikes, man. I didn't have any of that jibber jabber growing up as a child. Thank God. I believed in Christ Almighty. I did believe he was the Son of God. And I did believe what he said. And I don't think it was cool that he was nailed to the cross. But I appreciate you taking a death for the sins of humanity, JC.
That's
Bobby, how do you were dating this current Jewish girlfriend last year for Passover,
Yes,
right?
I was dating current Jewish girlfriend last year as well.
Getting pretty serious, it seems like.
Getting pretty serious. I know
2 Passovers.
I know all of Dianu, for example. I added the oi.
Yes,
it just
you did
I
add the
feel
oi.
like the oi should be in there.
I added
Your
the
kids are going to be Jewish.
That is very true. I'm looking forward to having Jewish children, so I could say, "Go to your room, you fucking Jew."
Are you going to convert?
No.
Go to the attic. You
I mean, it's not
fucking Jew.
expected of me, so.
I guess you don't have to.
No.
But you're pretty much in.
I'm friend of friend of the cartel, friend of the Jews.
You're in. Well, so you can't get
Friend of Judy.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I'm a friend of Judy. That's
You're
what
a
I've
friend
meant
of
this whole time.
You're a friend of Jew and a friend of Judy.
Yeah.
Do you know the friend of Judy thing, Joe?
no, what's that?
That was like, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm pretty sure it was like back in the day as a way of a code word of saying that you were gay. Had to get into gay clubs like as a password. Friend
In
of
the
Judy.
Navy.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
think it was
so-
in the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Judy
I'm
Garland was like the
Yeah.
gay icon. So you would say you were a friend of Judy, and that was like code
See, I
word.
say I'm a friend of Judy, but it's because I'm an alcoholic.
right.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm so not gay. I didn't even know about that historical thing. I'm not so gay. He immediately knew what it was.
Joe's one of those guys that, in an effort to so not be gay, doesn't even wipe his own asshole.
Yeah.
He's like, "That's gay. Touching your dick is gay.
He
Going
calls
to the
me to
doctor's
come
gay."
and
Yeah.
wash his asshole with my tongue.
Yeah, well, that's a power move, so that's not gay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like
it's like
cleaning-
raping
yeah.
someone in prison. That doesn't
Yeah.
make you gay.
Yeah, that's just to establish dominance. Clean
Right.
my damn ass. who's the alphas? Fucking prison leaders who make men wipe their ass and little babies, dude. Wipe my ass like a damn baby.
Go ahead and rape that man. What are you, a fuck faggot?
Damn, we are way too rowdy. Well, I'm cutting out my F-bomb. Matt, we're leaving that in.
Okay.
I just lure you guys into a sense of security by
Yeah.
dropping all these different slurs and then
You guys should
cutting
hear
out my portion.
what Joe
Joe's-
said when the mic was off.
Joe's get cut out or put on the not Joe's get put on the Patreon. Let's get some of our Patreon subscribers up.
You know what? Yeah, I'll put
Joe
this-
will say slurs if you subscribe to the Patreon.
Yeah, if this one gets too rowdy, we'll just put it behind a paywall.
Right.
And we'll just go for an extra 2 hours.
Yeah.
Perfect. The perfect scheme.
Yes. We were
are
talking
currently making $18 on Patreon,
18
That's
whole
which-
dollars.
you know
which
what?
is a magic number in Judaism.
Yes, it
You know
Yeah.
what? I think that's good.
Coincidence? I think it's a sign we're really in the media.
Money well earned. We did that ourselves, boys.
Yes,
and I
we
know
did.
it's not. I know it's not much, but it's honest, hard work, and I'm damn proud of us. I'm damn proud that we're making anything.
Joe,
I mean,
have
I
you
can't
ever-
imagine making $18 an hour.
Yeah, that'd be pretty sick. Joe, have you been to a Passover Seder before?
No, I'm
Have you
not
ever been
allowed.
to? Have you ever been to any Jewish holiday of any sort?
No,
No.
they want nothing to do with me.
Oh, poor Joe.
Yeah, poor me.
Jews love Asians.
No, do they?
Yeah, I mean, well, Jewish men like Asian girls, as we all do.
Who doesn't?
This is the wrong podcast to say that on.
So anyway, Matt, you had
We're gonna move on.
You had a funny story for the podcast.
Let's talk about Passover again.
Let's pass over that last topic and
Yes.
start talking the Jewish holiday.
Yikes! What are you asking for Seder this year?
You don't get like presents or anything. All the there's some Jewish holidays where you get presents, but most of them are all just like we talk about a time where everyone tried to kill us, and then we like. Passover's the one where they like give you food that tastes bad, so you can taste the suffering of the slaves in Egypt.
Yeah, dude, get a fucking grip.
Yeah.
Yikes,
know what I mean?
man! Well, that sounds fucking lame.
You know what us brothers in Christ get? A
What?
chocolate Easter bunny.
Well, we get to eat matzah.
Ooh,
You
matzah's
get to
pretty
eat
good.
unleavened bread.
Yeah, they
You
hide
have
the
fucking stockholes.
they hide the afikomen.
That is cool.
Yeah, they
It is-
hide
I
the
like,
matzah.
Hold
and
on.
then you have to go and look for the matzah.
Good golly, Miss Molly, you have to. Little Christian children have to find the Easter basket.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who stole from whom?
I don't know, but neither of them have anything to do with whatever the religious holiday
Yeah.
actually is about.
It's just fun to
Jesus
find
died.
stuff.
All right, time to paint some eggs. What?
Yeah. Damn.
I will say, I remember in elementary school, every year we would like paint the Easter eggs and get like chocolate Easter eggs and everything. It was always like free candy, which there were Jewish kids. None of us cared. We got free candy. And then one year it was like one annoying kid's mom. We talked about this a lot. It's always one annoying kid's mom that ruins it. It was like, well, my son is Jewish. And all the Jewish kids were like, we like the free chocolate for Easter.
Yeah.
Damn, that's funny, dude. She almost ruined it for
She
everyone.
did because every year we ended up just not doing anything Easter in school. I don't think kids do anything for Easter now in schools, at least.
No, they don't have an Easter
Yeah.
egg hunt for sure.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I feel like you could just do a holiday egg hunt, and it's the same fucking thing.
Yeah. Well, I
know?
do remember at one point there were a bunch of like either kids or parents. There was like the conversation of like, okay, we won't just do Christmas. We'll do Christmas and Hanukkah. And then someone else brought up like Ramadan or Kwanzaa, and we were like, okay, we're just doing Christmas and Hanukkah.
Yeah.
It was like, what are we
Yeah.
doing here?
It's like, come on, man. Like,
Ramadan's not even the same time of year as every year. It's always like a couple of months off, I think.
yeah. I mean, damn, dude. Kwanzaa's already a stretch.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
To
Who
hear Joe's
celebrates-
true feelings about Kwanzaa, sign up for the Patreon.
I mean, like, who really? Do we know any black people that actively celebrate Kwanzaa?
Susie Carmichael from the Rugrats. They did a Kwanzaa special for Rugrats.
Frank James.
Hey, how come the Rugrats?
Frank James probably celebrates Kwanzaa.
I don't think it's. For
I'm going to celebrate
yeah.
Kwanzaa now because of Frank James.
It's appropriation. You're not allowed to. Damn, how cool would it be if we had like a white-only holiday that no one else got to appreciate?
It's usually mass shootings.
Hey, not anymore,
Until
dude.
Frank James, the subway, New York City subway shooter. Bring,
Yes.
How
We are
equal-
recording on
bringing some-
Wednesday, the day he got caught.
Yeah, bring some real diversity to the mass shooting game.
You know, someone was sad when they were. Someone was.
A lot of
someone
people
had
were.
Yeah.
I saw.
Let me clarify.
A lot of people were pretty sad about the mass shooting, Bobby.
But you know, someone had their tweet like ready to go, like white, hyper masculinity,
Yeah.
blah blah blah, and then as soon as it was like, fuck,
Incel
what's the angle
shooter.
for this one?
I did
God,
see.
and look
yeah.
at him,
He
dude.
is kind of an incel though.
And black as the fucking night sky on a moonless.
It's crazy. Most black people are incels.
Ooh. I'd rather be an incel
Than
than
incel.
That's like a dare type program. Is try to get kids that get no pussy to still
Yeah.
not like
Commit crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, these cool guys getting pussy. Yeah, it might be nice now. It won't be nice when they're getting raped.
Yeah, when they're the bussy.
Yeah.
You want to get pussy and then have to give the bussy? I don't think so. Just keep playing Minecraft.
What kind of
bro.
prisoner would you be?
Oh, I get tossed around like a fucking rag doll.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on. I mean, I would try. You know what? I would try to like beat the shit out of the biggest guy there. But the step that everyone forgets is you might not be able to beat the shit out of the biggest guy there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Like,
just try to
go up and beat the biggest guy up.
Right.
What if you can't?
Yeah, he's the biggest guy.
So like, not only do you get raped, you also get fucking severely beaten.
Yeah.
What if you ruined what would have otherwise been a beautiful friendship? And the guy's like, you know what? I wasn't gonna rape you before, but I'm going to now.
Yeah, he's like, every day I'm just trying to fucking live my life in prison and complete my. He's only there for like tax evasion.
Yeah.
He's not even like a violent guy. He's just a big guy that didn't understand taxes.
Yeah, what if you like beat up the gentle giant who would have protected you against the rapists?
Yeah. God damn. I don't. But maybe if you lean into it, like if I'm about to get like a guy's about to like fucking just ram down my little tight asshole, and I'm like, yes, daddy, go ahead. Would he just be like, well, it's not. I don't want to do it now.
Yeah.
I'm not going to get I'm a rapist, you know, and you're like, yes, please.
Yeah,
You know,
that's the
can
kind
I-
of prisoner you would be. You would be the one who pretends to be like really into it to take the thrill out of it for the rapist.
I mean, it's my only psychological warfare is the
Yeah.
only
Yeah.
strategy I have.
What about-
Bobby's getting ass raped. All of a sudden, he starts doing like anal kegels.
Yeah.
hey, wait! You're not supposed. He like fucking gets all flaccid when he realizes
A
how
woman's
much Bobby,
pussy doesn't feel that way. It doesn't contract in that manner.
It's not supposed to feel this good. Get the hell out of here!
I feel like I would be like I wouldn't get raped because I can physically defend myself, but I would be like because I'm kind of like autistic and dorky, so I would get like picked on. And I wouldn't necessarily be like in with the gangs or anything, but they wouldn't be able to rape me because I could physically defend
Matt thinks
myself.
he's friends with all the guys that are making fun of him. He's like, I'm actually the coolest guy in prison.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, Matt, you not wearing sleeves is pretty cool. And you're like,
Yeah.
isn't it? Hell yeah. What are you doing, Finny?
Oh, Finney just likes to fucking get all. He's all excited.
Finland is freaking out on
Finland.
He's gonna go for a long walk after this.
I know. Are you horny? Is that what it is? I
He's
think this
always-
dog is horny.
What kind of prisoner would Joe be?
Fuck, dude, I would be the girlfriend.
Yeah.
Where, like, I immediately go gay to survive and just, like, become the girlfriend of all the white supremacists. You know?
I mean, you
And
got
just-
the long hair and the beautiful
dude, it's
soft
fine.
body.
It's like, dude. It's,
And a lot of white supremacists have Asian girlfriends.
yeah, I would be like the.
That is true. Like a lot of them do
Richard
have Asian
Spencer.
girlfriends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's before he knew any better. He was very clear about
Right. That is so funny. Richard Spencer, like the leader of the white nationalist group, had an Asian girlfriend when he was younger, and that was brought up like that's how you get canceled in the racist white supremacist world. Like back in the day, like in our world, it's back in the day you tweeted something racist with him. It's like back in the day you dated an Asian woman, and he's like, I was younger, it was a different time, I didn't know, I've evolved and I've changed.
I've evolved, and that's so funny. It's like, this is unforgivable.
Yeah. Well, they both bond over the fact like Asians are oppressed too by people who don't let them as many of them into Harvard, so they can bond over being against diversity.
And, like, Asians have nice skin. At least, like, the island Asians.
yeah, they look good on my lamp.
Yeah.
Hell
That's
yeah.
I'm just Jewish and I'm fighting back. I'm getting other people's skin on my lamps after
you
what they
go.
did to us.
There you go. You've earned it, dude.
Yeah. I was going to say a funny story earlier. We were talking about how if someone discovering right round from Meat Spin, you guys know the movie Orgasmo that Matt Stone and Trey Parker did before
Masterpiece.
South Park. Great movie. The way I found out about it is one of the craziest ways you could ever find out about something. My roommate and I in college were jokingly looking someone made a reference to what Amish porn would look like as a joke earlier in the day.
Okay.
And then that night we decided to watch Amish porn. And one of the related videos on Amish porn was a woman who had one leg.
Okay.
having sex with a man and fucking him with the stump, and the entire time that video was on, the background music was "Now You're a Man."
Oh, hell
a
yeah.
man, and they thought that song was so awesome. We looked it up and saw it was from a Matt Stone and Trey Parker movie we'd never heard of, and then watched it. So I discovered Orgasmo through an internet wormhole that started with Amish porn.
Yeah, you're you're one of the few that watched Orgasmo, and it wasn't the weirdest thing you've watched that day.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
awesome.
Now,
God damn.
my problem with Amish porn, how do you know you're getting an authentic experience?
I'm pretty sure it wasn't.
Yeah.
Not like all the other authentic experiences I get when I normally watch porn.
Right, like when you're watching an actual stepmom bang her
Yeah.
stepson.
The Amish porn was it was like it's in some Amish village, and there's two girls who stumble upon this must have been like years ago, a giant video camera, like one of those old like 1980s looking video cameras, and then one of the guys in the village comes, and they're trying to figure out what it is, and he said, "Well, we must use this to record ourselves all having sex." Because that's what you would do. Exactly.
Of course,
And he's
dude.
like, "But first, we have to go to the sex shop and get some sex toys."
Yeah, because they've never seen a camera before, but
Exactly.
they have a sex shop in their neighborhood. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny that we even do that, and how like gonzo porn didn't exist until like a few years ago.
Yeah.
But it's so easy to film now. I mean, it used to
Yeah.
be like you could, you still need to get like a camera, and like a good camcorder would still be kind of beefy. But now you got like a 4K camcorder in your
Yeah.
pocket.
I don't mind, like, I don't necessarily need gonzo, but I also don't want it to be this like Amish found a camera.
Yeah.
Like, I don't need that entire story, but like me and Bobby have talked about this before. I love the property sex, real estate porn. You ever seen that where like there's a hot real estate agent and she
Yeah.
really wants you to buy the house from her?
How
Is it
can
because
I?
you could imagine yourself in that scenario?
Yeah, I think with some of the more real life things is like the pawn shop ones, fake taxi.
What about the ones where it's like store security caught a shoplifter?
Yeah.
And they're like, you
I
gotta take
imagine.
off
I mean,
all
I've
your
worked
clothes.
store security.
Yeah.
but
Have
I've
you done
never,
that?
I've never worked store security where I've had an office I could bring a shoplifter into.
Matt would fucking only for men though.
Yeah.
He fucking make him undress. Yikes, dude! Gay rapist Matt Marin,
I always wondered why they called you that.
Yeah.
Now we know.
the gapist.
The gapist.
How did he get this nickname? Why is everyone called Matt the Gay Rapist?
Well, it's an ironic nickname. You know how you call big guy tiny? So
Yeah.
you're so straight and not a rapist
Yeah.
that we call you gay rapist Matt Marin. And it's like a wink, wink, nudge, nudge type
Yeah.
situation.
So everyone else is such a gay rapist that we don't call them that.
Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, officer.
I got to work security this weekend at Fight Club.
How was that?
Yeah. Oh, that was so funny, dude.
They
I
were
really
like,
thought that was just because I opened the show. I got heckled, but I was like, everybody heckles me.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, it's just systemic.
yeah, there were two. Actually, there was three of them. I didn't realize until I was physically throwing one of them out, and two of his friends came out to leave with him.
Oh, wow.
that there were three of them.
Yeah, I thought there was only
That must
two.
have been half the audience.
been.
Hey, we're just kidding, folks. You know what? Comedy Fight Club, well attended these past couple of months. Don't even bother to try to get a ticket. It's sold out.
If you try to buy a ticket, we'll find out where you live, and you'll be sorry.
Yeah.
You will be very sorry, especially if you buy a ticket and come to the show and watch. But yes, these two drunk Irish dudes.
Were they Irish?
That vibe I got from them was like Irish or British soccer hooligan type.
Yeah, because I remember they denied being English.
Right.
But they
so
didn't
then-
have the emotional reaction to
That-
it that an
okay.
Irish person would. So my theory, and Scottish is like, you could smell that accent a mile away.
away.
So
Yeah.
my theory is that they were Welsh,
I could see
the
that.
forgotten British country.
Yeah. They did. I did smell a little grape soda on them.
I don't know why I just went like, you know what? I was quick to want to display to everyone that I know things about Wales.
Yeah.
So I think I agreed with you too quickly, and then
Yeah.
I realized you were making a fucking grape soda joke.
Welsh.
Got your ass.
But yeah, so they were being really disruptive during Bobby's set, and then during
you imagine?
yeah.
They're watching the greatest comedy they could.
Yeah. And let me tell you something. When Bobby Sheehan is on stage, you listen and applaud
Yes.
respectfully.
Yes. Then I was actually as patient with them like as possible, because then during my opening, they're still being disruptive, and it's just like drunk talking. Even when they're like talking to each other, it's just loud and
Where
disruptive.
they don't think they're being as loud. Like, this guy's not very fucking
And then
good.
at other times, actually yelling out things at inappropriate times. So
he
I just
stepped
like
on one of my punchlines with just like something ginger. And
Yeah.
I was like, really?
Yeah.
God damn it.
Damn,
Yeah.
dude. Hey, man, would you fucking do that if you were watching famous porn star / rapist James Dean perform? Would you when he was about to penetrate the woman, would you grab his big juicy meaty cock and say,
ginger.
ginger?
Probably not. That's what I thought.
Probably not. And so and like I'm the James Dean of my field. I feel like.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
beyond a shadow of a doubt.
Yeah, I
Absolutely.
don't believe the accusations about you either.
I appreciate it.
yeah.
Do you believe the accusations against James Dean? I mean, he's a fucking porn star.
Yeah.
Basically, they said like he didn't.
He was a porn actor, but after the accusations, he became a star in my mind.
Ooh, I love it, dude. Because like they were saying like he wasn't abiding
star
by like
David.
safety words and shit.
Oh, yeah, that's
And, like,
fucked up.
He was like way too aggressive on film.
It seems like porn is one of the places where you can probably be more likely to get away with that, and it seems like there was a reckoning against him, which, I mean, you know, if it's legit, then that's probably good.
I haven't seen any new videos of his, and I look every day.
Yeah.
Yes, the thing is, I always thought he died in a motorcycle accident.
Here we go again. Who's your favorite male porn star, Bobby?
Ooh, Mandingo.
Really?
How about you?
Ooh, the guy from crackhoreconfessions.com.
Crack Whore Confessions.
It is wild.
Yeah.
There's this guy, and we'll get back to Fight Club, of course.
Right.
But I should mention crackhoreconfessions.com.
Yes.
And I'm not being paid by them, although we might be able to ask. But
Yeah.
this guy like with a camcorder. It's very like amateur, you could tell.
Yeah.
And he'll find like what I would describe as white trash women and be like, what's doing crack like? And she's like, oh, it's really hard. I get beat up by dealers. You know, I'm a prostitute. They beat me up sometimes. I had to get an abortion recently.
Sick.
And, yeah. And this is like, I clicked on it because I was like, I'll watch some trashy women get laid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then it was like, I remember you know how you skip forward because you're like looking for the position you like
Yeah.
or whatever?
Yeah.
I skipped on one of them and the guy goes, so how far along were you when you lost the baby? I'm like, who's jacking off to this? I mean, I was, but
How far
You're
into
fucking
you skipped?
jerking your fucking
yeah.
cock, and all of a sudden he says that, and you're like, come on, buddy.
Well, it's also you skipped so far to get ahead to the sex, so there was like 10 minutes of questioning before
Yeah.
he got to the how did you lose the baby?
and it's one of these like you have to like subscribe to see the full videos.
Yeah.
I'm sure I could find it.
Yeah, but you could like so you got like the what's it called, like the promos on like XXN and X and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and so he'll have like 10 minutes of bizarre conversation like that, and then like 2 minutes of quick cuts, and doesn't even have the decency to include the cum shot.
Well,
Doesn't
no, you
include
got to
the cum
pay for
shot?
that.
I suppose so. Yeah. Do you think that there are guys that are like their dicks are hard and they're like, I guess I gotta pay a monthly subscription to crackhoreconfessions.com
Yeah,
so
they-
I could see this cum shot.
It's the pre-nut confusion. What-
the
if you can-
haze.
if you can jerk off before that, you'll never make that purchase.
Yeah. Trying to think favorite male porn star. There's not a lot that I know.
Oh,
That's
please.
mine is basically what I'm saying.
Yes.
Oh,
There's not a lot that
please.
There's not a lot that I know by name, but shout out Big Dog Mark Henley who introduced me to the MILF Hunter.
The
Oh,
MILF
yeah.
Hunter.
MILF
Okay.
Hunter's the man.
Use every part of the MILF.
Yes.
good old Mark. Whatever happened to that guy?
I think he's still alive.
Oh, thank Christ.
He might
dude.
still be Matt's roommate / the Big Dog Comedy
Okay,
Fight
well,
Club.
thank God, because like I don't know, it seems like comedians are dying left and right. We got Bob Saget, Gilbert Godfrey. Chris Rock is still in critical condition after his vicious attack by an unknown black man. It's like
possibly armed.
it's a very dangerous time to be a fucking cool dude.
Well, thankfully for all of us, the MILF Hunter's #1 fan, the big dog Mark Henley, is still with us.
God bless, dude.
Yes.
God
Who's your
bless the-
favorite male porn star?
I like Kieran Lee.
Kieran Lee's a good one.
British guy.
Little
I
too
like,
British.
I like Jordi El Nino Pino because he's like this. He's like this 25-year-old, but he like basically plays a teenager.
I haven't heard that before. Oh, is he the guy who's got like
Thick
really
Spanish
tiny
accent.
guy with a giant dick?
Giant hog. Yeah,
Okay, I
dude.
think I know who you're talking about.
Danny D. That's another cool British guy.
Don't know Danny
Blonde
D.
hair, big
Oh,
dick.
Nick Manning.
Nick Manning.
He's the dropping loads guy.
Nice.
He looks
dude.
like you if you worked out.
Nice. Well, that sounds too handsome to fucking exist, dude. Thank God. That would be nuts, dude. I would just, I don't know. I'll probably never be that kind of guy.
What's that? Tyler Nixon's another one who's like in like his mid to late 20s.
Yeah.
That's one of the. If I know their name, it's one of the few ones I've probably seen a lot.
You know who I like, and I don't know his name, unfortunately, but we talked about Ava Devine.
Yes.
Was that on the Patreon?
That was on the Patreon.
Oh, okay,
If
so-
you want to hear us talk more about Ava Devine, sign up for the Patreon.
Ex-girlfriend Ava Devine.
Yeah, there's a video where she's getting like a huge cum shot and by this big black guy, and the cum shot is clearly fake. Like
Yeah.
one of those digitals, like it looks like someone's just throwing milk at her face.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she goes, "Oh my God, this is so much, it's uncanny." And
Uncanny.
Uncanny. And he's like a goddamn X-Man.
he goes, bitch, the fuck that mean? And then she's like, with her big tits and the fake milk cum all over her face, going, it's like when, and she's trying to define uncanny. She's like, it's like when you just can't believe. And he turns the camera back on himself. He's like, talking to us brothers like we know uncanny and shit. It's so good.
Who's that porn star? That's my favorite porn star. Whoever that guy. Was that Mandingo?
I mean,
Probably.
characteristics of Mandingo. I don't know if
Okay.
it was Mandingo himself.
Big black man with a large
I
cock.
love
Yeah.
that's like another fun video is Blacked, where it's
yeah.
basically just like big dick black guys having sex.
With the very nice house.
yeah. Well, it's always like, oh, this is my husband's house.
Yeah.
It's like rarely the black guy's house.
That's part of, I guess that's part of the like
The-
cucking, like,
yeah.
oh, my rich husband who unfortunately can't satisfy me.
Yeah.
Damn, dude.
Yikes. I guess that's everyone's biggest fears. Their wives being ravaged by a black man.
It's Mel Gibson's biggest fear.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mel Gibson rocks, dude.
Yeah.
Dude,
God
the
bless.
fact that he said pack,
A pack
like
of
lots
them.
of people say the N-word. He said a pack.
Of them.
That's wild.
That's
Yeah.
so. And that's. He said it while blackout drunk, so you know he meant it.
Well, and then people say like oh, he was drunk, maybe he was just blowing off steam or whatever. Like, to describe a group of people as a pack and to get pulled over by a cop and say you're a Jew and Jews are responsible for all the wars. I'm like, I don't know how much alcohol you'd have to give me until that stuff starts floating around in my head. You know what I mean?
Just give us a microphone and fire up the podcast.
yeah.
Yeah, promise us $18 total.
Yes. Yeah.
Not each.
Fire up the Patreon.
$1488.
How much alcohol or Patreon subscribers would it take for me to say that?
So, Matt, you were at Fight Club last
Yes.
week.
So there's two drunk grape soda enthusiasts.
Hold on, that makes it sound like another ethnicity.
That makes it sound like a pack of.
yeah.
A pack of Welsh.
All right,
Yes,
so
a pack
the-
of Welsh. There were a pack of Welsh at Comedy Fight Club, and
They do like whatever country they were from. It was one of the England countries, basically. Where
England?
They do, yeah, one of the England countries, not specifically England, but like Ireland or
Yes.
Scotland or whatever. Like
Yeah.
where they just do stand up wrong. Like
Yeah.
they think stand up is you yell at the comedian.
yeah,
Because it is like more like that, where it's like, oh, I'm gonna get like roasted by the comedian, so I have to yell something out first.
yeah.
You know what I mean? But
Yeah,
they,
I
like,
guess
that's
maybe
what
there
I
was
thought
some
it
of
was.
that. I think some of it was just that they were also kind of drunk, disruptive, and
Yeah.
weren't being very self-aware. I like in the opening of the show they were interrupting, and I just like gave the microphone to Derek, who started like rapping.
Yeah.
while I just
But that's
walked
Bobby's
them out.
thing.
Yeah,
Yeah, Derek
Well, I-
was appropriating my act.
I
Okay,
like.
let me see if I
yeah.
can do Derek freestyle rapping. Well, my name is Derek, and I'm here to say I'm really, 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 really fucking gay.
Oh,
That was a
I
good
still
impression.
Got it. I still got it.
So I escorted them out without like really getting physical with them. His friend was like, "Yeah, we should go." Then later on in the show, they come back in. They're being disruptive. So I walk out to the bartender and I tell him, "Hey, can you get these people out?"
Nice.
He comes in. He walks them out. Then they came back in again.
Oh, that's it.
And
Matt's
at that,
had it.
Yes.
Matt ripped off another layer of sleeves. Like that's how fucking Matt.
Matt's mad.
Yeah.
Yes.
Matt was almost as mad as when he found out that Amy Schumer was having a child that isn't protected at all times.
What? So I walked off the stage and then like actually did physically remove them, like grabbed the big guy who had his arms folded who was like, "I'm not leaving."
Yeah.
I like grabbed him and threw him out and then got into the other side of the curtain and shoved him back, and I saw the look in his face change from "I'm not leaving" to "Oh my God, what did I do? Wait, I have to get out of here. I shouldn't have started this."
You know, as
Nice.
a tiny recovering alcoholic, I'm familiar with that face.
Yes.
As I have made it several times myself.
And as
Yeah.
a man who has inflicted that face upon many a people, I too am familiar.
Yeah.
I go up to some little fucking dwarf.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hey, buddy."
But-
fucking 4-year-old.
But yeah, and then as I came back in, a bunch of other people started running out to see what was happening, and it was already over at that point.
They wanted to see a real fight at
Yeah.
Wine Club.
Scott Chaplin told me, because he was one of the judges. He came out. He said, as I was coming back in, I bumped into him because I didn't see him there. He said he felt my force and then realized, oh shit, Matt was mad.
Matt's mad. Well, as someone that's had you bump into me many times,
Yeah.
you don't have very good spatial awareness. That's what it is. You know what I mean? That's what he experienced, not the rage of a man who was upset his show was disrupted.
Yeah, but I mean, I also had like actually, I was prepared for him to fight back if he
Right.
did, and he did just turn around and walk out. And I turned around and saw his two friends coming out also. It was like, because at first you just asked them to leave, and they're like, "No, why would I leave?"
Yeah.
And then once I did that, they had the look of like kids who were in trouble and had
Yeah.
like, you ever seen with little kids where they think they could do anything, you say you're gonna like call their parents, they're like, no, please don't do that,
Yeah.
please don't do that. It was like that.
They were
shift.
tiny kids too, right?
No, there was one of them was like really skinny, but his friend was kind of big.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I just see people from non-American countries as tiny.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Gross, right?
Yeah, we do have the video of it too. Our cameraman got the video of me shoving him out. So
Are you
look,
going to put it on the...
of course we're gonna put it up.
Yeah. That should be part of like a future montage where
Yeah.
it's like roast joke. Host literally shoving someone out of the bar.
Hopefully
roast
it doesn't
joke, roast
inspire.
joke.
It's like, I could take that son of a bitch.
Yeah, can you imagine?
Some fucking dude is like doing push-ups,
Yeah.
listening to Fight Club, hearing that
I
happening.
don't think someone's gonna like specifically come to New York just to watch Fight Club.
What if they did?
Bobby.
To fight Matt Marin.
Right.
Come to Fight Club just to
That would be sick.
have Matt touch them in throwing them out.
I bet you could get an agreement with the bar where you're like, "Hey, I'm gonna fight 2 people a night."
The bar was actually very cool about
It's
it.
refreshing, dude. Because
Yeah.
I told you this story off mic, but I did a show at a club not to be named where there was a guy being disruptive, and they took him out of the room, gave him a stern talking to, and let him come back into the room.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
I'm like, he sucks. Leave him outside. You
that
had
is-
him outside. That was half the battle.
That is what the venue did before I physically removed him. And then the person who does work security was downstairs at a different show that was happening. He was standing next to the guy when I threw him out.
There you go.
And he didn't know if it was part of the show or if it was a joke or not.
That's hilarious.
But afterwards, he was talking to me, and he said once he realized what had happened, he brought him outside, and they were like, "Yeah, we were being assholes."
Yeah. Oh, good for them, dude. Not
yeah.
a lot of people have that much self-awareness.
Yeah, but I think once a larger person physically throws you out of the room, it's a lot easier to be humble.
Yeah,
Like you realize, like, oh, okay, you can't.
Yeah.
So, like, if somebody tried to throw them out but they couldn't,
Yeah.
then it's like, fuck, they're gonna be unstoppable.
Yeah.
But like when somebody stands up to a bully,
Yes.
Matt, this is how you're going to get booked more, is just explain to people that you could throw unruly customers out of a bar
Yeah,
show.
basically.
I've done so many, like, because comics are so like agreeable, or at the very least like
Non-confrontational.
non-confrontational. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where I've been to the bar shows where there's like even like an average dude that's just being a drunk douche, it's like, well, he gets to ruin the show now.
Right.
Yeah.
No one's gonna kick him out. No one's gonna do anything.
He's like, oh, well, I paid for my ticket. It's like, yeah, but everyone else paid for their ticket too.
Yeah.
And generally, I'm not going to, if I'm like at a show, I'm not going to go out of my way and like, but if I'm hosting and it's my show,
it's your responsibility.
basically, yeah.
Dude, if somebody would fucking heckle, I'll fucking shoot them, dude. I always carry.
Well, Joe open carries, yeah.
Yeah, I fucking always carry a piece on me. So if somebody wants to fucking try to mouth off, you know, say I have a micro penis on stage, congrats, dude. You're about to kiss a fucking bullet, dude. I'll shoot you in your fucking face. Don't make fun of my little fucking dick, dude. I always have like a fucking gun holstered, and I also have one strapped to my ankle. All right? So sometimes I'll go up on stage and be like, yeah, take my fucking gun. I don't care. Yeah, here's my fucking holster, whatever. And then someone in the front row will be an incel, you know, start saying how Donald J. Trump isn't a fucking great president. I'll take out my ankle gun and shoot him in the fucking face too. I don't care. I love shooting people, and every club in New York City has not had a problem with me bringing a gun to their venue. So if you see Joe Gorman's name on the lineup at a comedy club, there's at least one gun in that comedy club.
Know that he came to kill.
Yeah.
Plus, you could reach that ankle holster real well since you got that micro penis.
Yeah, it's like it's not getting in the way to grab my gun. That's me, Joe, the open carry guy comedian.
You know who's an open carry performer is John Popper from Blues Traveler.
Really?
He's like a big libertarian guy.
That's funny, dude.
Yeah. So he's like
yeah.
playing harmonica with a holster on his hip.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That's awesome, dude. You know he's just pandering to his fuck because he's too fat that he can't go outside of like the pro-gun demographic.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not like he can ever get to like a coastal city to fucking perform anymore. He's stuck in Georgia or something, right?
You know who's the former bass player of Blues Traveler?
Tell me.
Bobby Sheehan.
That's your name.
Oh, there is another Bobby Sheehan.
Is there?
I believe so, unless it was you.
Did the hook bring you back?
Unless you were the bass player from Blues Traveler.
Ooh. Maybe I am, dude.
That'd be sick.
Maybe I'm him reincarnated.
I feel like a Born Identity type shit where
oh my god,
you
I
don't
can
know
play the
anything.
bass.
Well, fucking whip it out, baby.
There is also a Bobby Sheehan who was a player for the California Golden Seals, the hockey team in the 70s.
The
Yummy,
Golden Shower
yummy.
Seals?
The what?
The Golden Shower Seals?
Golden Shower Seals.
I'm really sad you made me repeat that because I was just me saying Golden
Are there
Shower.
any other Joe Gormans that you know of?
There's Joe O'Gorman.
Yeah, what is he?
He's like a soccer player.
When he's laying pipe, dude.
Joe O'Gorman.
Oh, Garmin.
There's like a British comedian called Dave Gorman.
Okay.
There is of course Amanda Gorman.
Who's Amanda Gorman?
Who read that poem during Joe Biden's inauguration.
Yeah.
That black girl. I told a bunch of my coworkers that I'm related to her. I don't know why the fuck I did that. Everyone was like, "Are you related to somebody famous?" I'm like, "Yeah." Do you know Amanda Gorman? Like, I didn't like. They weren't like, "Joe, do you know?" Like, everyone was like talking about like, "Oh, I'm like 4 degrees of separation from this celebrity." I'm like, "Oh yeah." Well, my cousin read her poem during the inauguration of Joe Biden. And so like now everyone thinks I have like black members of my family.
If you actually look it up, everyone's way more closely related to people than you would think. Like there's if you do like genealogy things, you're like fifth cousin. You're probably that far apart. You would be close to someone who's like famous or rich.
That's pretty fucking hot. The idea that in some way you probably had sex with a relative.
yeah, for
Now,
sure.
Matt, have you had sex with members of your immediate family?
Not immediate. I mean, well, not willingly.
Yeah.
That's inside the actor's studio.
Yeah. Well, there's like, because the Theodore Roosevelt and Franklin Roosevelt are like fifth cousins, and that people bring that up all the time as like, because their last name was both Roosevelt. But fifth cousin is actually, I think it's like Theodore Roosevelt and Martin Van Buren are closer in relation than FDR and Theodore Roosevelt.
Yeah, it's like mainly just they have like a very common last name.
Exactly, yeah. Like they have a common ancestor from 5 generations earlier.
It's so fucking far.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think Anything beyond first cousin, I think is fair game.
Honestly, I think first cousin's fair
Especially
game.
if they're hot.
Yeah.
Especially if they're hot.
Yeah, if your fucking first cousin has a big ass set of milkers, I say game on.
Game on.
Risk having a slightly retarded child. It's worth it.
How would you feel having a really hot cousin and you're like, I can't fuck my cousin, and then you like marry someone that's not your cousin, and then your child is severely disabled? Do you feel like, ugh?
I could have fucked my hot cousin.
Yeah.
Why do you think your hot cousin wants to fuck you though? Your cousin's fucking hot. She
That's
can fuck
true.
anyone she wants.
Yep,
Why would
yep.
she? Why would she fucking? Why
wanna-
would she settle for incest when she can literally just go out?
I want to give her.
Always...
I want to give her my uncanny load.
Uncanny. Well, that's the title.
Uncanny load.
Yeah. Yeah, that is funny. You're like, okay, I'll cross over this deviancy line and tell my hot cousin that I would like to fuck her, and then she rejects you.
No, and then she's definitely telling her dad.
The only thing sad, yeah. The only thing sadder than incest is getting rejected by a member of your
Can
family.
you imagine? I always wonder, like, when you hear like brothers and sisters were fucking, I'm like, one of them took a huge, giant fucking leap.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because I've been rejected by girls before, but imagine if you share parents.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're just sitting across the table from them at the eating cereal.
Dude, I won't even ask a coworker out because I know if she says no, I'll have to see her again.
Yeah.
You know, imagine if you live in the same fucking house.
Damn, I won't even ask people out in the same city I live in
Yeah.
for that risk, dude.
Yeah. No,
That's why I just don't ask women out.
Yeah, you don't know if they might be in your life later.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That could be awful.
I do think of that sometimes because when I was single, I treated dating apps like almost like you're looking for a job, in that when you're looking for a job, you send like hundreds of messages, right?
Yeah.
So I was,
and you lie on your resume.
and you lie on your yeah. You know how you lie about your height on your resume?
Exactly.
Yeah. But yeah, so I always
Yeah, when
kind
I'm
of-
applying for jobs, I always say I have a bigger dick than I actually do.
I always tell the job interviewer that I think they're beautiful. You know? But I always wonder, like, am I like when I meet a woman roughly my age, I'm like, have I messaged this girl on?
Yeah, a lot of times the pictures of the job don't even look like how they actually look in real life, too. It's tough.
And they get mad if you ask about the benefits right away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of these pictures are from a certain angle that hide what the job really looks like.
Oh man. But yeah, I don't know. The thing is, I have so many cousins that a lot of them.
You don't know where to start.
Yep, that's.
What do we say?
So many cousins,
So little time.
Me oh my! I'm getting quite flustered at this family reunion. I do say.
Papa, you know I can't go to the reunion. There's too many cousins.
Yeah.
Oh,
20 cousins, that's 40 titties, Papa.
I only
cousin.
have so many uncanny loads.
oh, cousin Julie, your eyes look so pretty today.
Yeah. I'm going to start with the eyes furthest apart and work my way inward.
So what do we say? What's the line for incest? Anything past first cousin?
Anything after mom.
I don't think. Yeah, you shouldn't.
First don't fuck your first cousin. Second cousin.
Well, I think if we want to do will your kids be fucked up rule,
Yes.
I've read
After
that
second
after
cousin.
I thought it was after first. Like, don't fuck your first cousin, and second cousin is like whatever, man.
Yeah, no, that's it. Yeah, you can. Your first cousin is like it's a risk. It's a risk. It's not
Is
necessarily.
it like a thing
given.
where it's a spectrum where the further away you get, the less likely it is?
Yeah.
So even second cousin still more likely than fourth cousin.
Well, I even think like how fucked up I look is just because I'm Irish, and Ireland is just an island of incest. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Yeah.
So
What else
and
are
that's
you
why,
gonna
and that's
do?
why like they say like interracial, like that's the most attractive people, and it's like because they have so much genetic variability.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
yeah,
I do,
they're probably the interracial couple. Interracial. If you're of a different race, you're probably way less related to
Yeah.
each other. So the kids will come out more attractive because they're the least likely to be retarded.
yeah.
Yeah.
Here,
I never-
here we
I've-
are, a
here's the
progressive
thing.
podcast.
Yeah.
arguing for interracial relationships.
Only because we hate retarded kids.
Well,
Yes.
it's really just it's eugenics in a way, but they were just off with the master race.
right.
You know, it's like
Huge
the master
gen
race.
chicks is what I call.
Yeah, because like Nazis were like, oh, we got to get all the we got to distill all races into one, but it's actually like, okay, we actually got to fucking breed all the other races out.
Right. So our stance is that eugenics isn't wrong. They've just done it wrong.
Yeah, they did it wrong. They went too narrow. You got to go wide.
Right.
Yeah, and think about like what sounds hot? A girl with one arm, a girl with 3 legs. Like that's all exciting.
Now
We're
you're
men,
a
we-
man, man.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, I don't know.
So first cousin definitely don't want to do. Second cousin
No,
would
first
still
cousin is maybe.
right.
Second cousin is play ball, and third cousin is.
Well, then you get so far removed, it's not even exciting anymore. Like,
Right.
Ooh, I
Yeah.
can't
Yeah.
believe I'm fucking my 6th cousin. Like,
Yeah,
we're all
it's like,
6 cousins.
You're basically just a stranger I met.
Yeah.
I want some blood.
It really doesn't matter if you don't tell anyone.
I
like,
think
if
once-
no one knows.
If
I mean,
it's
that
first-
goes for anything and
Yeah.
anyone.
Yeah, I guess that's true. If you don't get caught committing murder, you don't go to prison.
No, Bobby, if you just
Think
keep
about it.
this our little secret, no one has to know.
It only really would matter if you're like from the same town and don't leave that town. Like,
Yeah.
I'm sure there's some cousin couples in New York City.
Yeah,
You know
I
what
think
I mean?
also at a certain point it becomes like fourth cousin probably isn't that bad unless you talk about it.
Yeah.
you think
Or
like-
same last name.
You know
Same
what?
last name, yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if you could be like fourth cousins and like have no genetic relation whatsoever. I'm sure it's.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's a way.
I think it's 2 people who are fourth cousins probably could not have a genetic relation, be a couple, and it's totally fine unless you know they're fourth cousins. Then it just sounds weird.
What if you find out halfway through? Would your boner get harder?
Oh, this is just like in the movies. Yeah, dude.
No, fourth cousin's got to be the worst thing to do because it's not like bad enough to feel dirty.
Yeah.
But it's also
But people still look down on you.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's the worst
they're
of both
still like,
worlds.
they're like, yeah, by correcting them, like, that guy fucked his cousin. Hey, fourth cousin. All right.
Yeah.
It's like, you hear that? Fourth cousin. He fucked the 4 of them.
He fucked 3. This was his fourth.
This is my 4th cousin.
Yeah.
Just another notch on his. He didn't even love this cousin. He just has a cousin fucking fetish.
There must be like, there's outliers everywhere. So there must be like a pretty ugly family with one hot guy and he just like plows through all of his cousins. You know what
yeah,
I
why
mean?
not, dude?
Yeah.
Wouldn't you?
Yeah, wouldn't you want to be like an incest king in the rural South?
Isn't that what happened with the oldest kid of the Duggar family?
Yo, that guy could not stop watching child porn. They caught him and then he
The father or the oldest
the,
sibling?
The oldest son.
What is it? What was the show called? Like 18 something. I was about to say 18 in Life, but that's a Skid Row song, so that's definitely not it.
I think it was called $18 on Patreon.
Yes.
I'm not positive.
18.
13 going on 30? No, that's a movie.
That's a Jennifer Garner movie.
Yeah. same thing.
Yeah. Something. They had 18 kids. It was
Yeah.
a super religious family that had 18
And
kids.
the oldest son was like there's some people that are like they dabble in pedophilia, I think.
Yeah.
They try it, they get caught, they go
The
to prison,
Duggar
they're sorry.
family.
That's what it's
This
called.
guy could not stop fucking kids.
Yeah.
Like he was like he got caught and then he was like on probation and he's like I still need to watch child
It's
porn.
called 19 Kids and Counting.
19.
You
Wasn't
can't
even
have
18.
you know what? In the Duggars' defense, you can't have like a sample size of you put 19 people in a
One of
room.
them's going to be a pedophile.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although they have a pedophile kid. I don't know if they have any like doctor kids or lawyer kids. I think they're pretty.
I feel
fucking
like bigger
hillbilly.
families, you get diminishing returns on
Yeah.
successful kids.
Yeah.
Because like at one point you can't give all of the kids the attention they need.
Right.
I wonder what the ratio is. I feel like I think it's like what probably like after 3 kids it's really tough to give any more attention than that.
Write in the group chat what order you are in terms of your siblings and how you're doing. You know, just say like your finances, your profession, and whether or not you take SSRIs.
Right.
What about you, Bobbert? Are
I'm
you
a-
the most successful of your family?
I'm an only child, man. It's so yeah, I guess.
Most and least.
What about you, Matthew? You got a brother.
Yeah, I have a little brother. I don't know. There's different like he still lives with my parents, so in that way I'm doing better. But also he probably has more steady work than I do. Because comedy stuff is very volatile. So yeah, it'd be tough. Like as a kid growing up, I was always like better in school. But then I like went to college and ended up with a bunch of debt, and he didn't. He just started working. So there's like
Yeah, he's a better hang too.
my brother. I think we've gone back and forth in different times in which one of us is worrying our parents more.
Oh, that's yeah.
What about you, Joe? You have a sister, right?
I have a sister, and she's far more successful than I am. She
Yeah.
makes a lot more money,
More Patreon money.
way more paid. She doesn't even need a Patreon. That's how much money.
I don't
she
believe it.
older?
No, younger.
Younger
Yikes,
sister.
Yeah.
How much younger?
4 years.
4 years. What does she do?
Dude, she's like a. I shouldn't give too much information, but it's a lot in the real estate management.
Is she in real estate porn?
Yeah. I found that out.
That's
the
what
hard
you
way.
say when your daughter, she's actually in real estate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want to give away too much information. Let's just say she works in porn.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. That must be wild if you have an immediate relative in porn, like the fucking minefield that like going on Pornhub must be. I would just search
Yeah,
the
you just
demographics that
yeah.
were like I don't know if my sister was like super thin, I would like only watch BBW stuff.
Do you
Just-
think because like you would have like such a close connection to it, it almost desensitizes you to pornography?
Oh, if you grew up with a sister, I want like. Well, yeah, Joe. So you grew up with a sister, so I feel like guys I know who have sisters always say like their sister's gross. Like they just don't see them that even if they're hot, their sister's gross. So does it make you see women in general differently than maybe someone who didn't have a sister?
No way, dude. 'Cause my credo is still consistent. No fat chicks.
I wonder if you would like if a guy has a sister, if they kind of see women as more gross than the rest of us dudes do.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't
Yeah.
know. My dad has 7 sisters.
Really?
Yeah.
Is that why
Both
you
my
can't
parents
come?
are-
Is that why you can't come anymore?
Yeah.
But like everyone has a mom, but yet they still find women attractive.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, speak for yourself, buddy.
I have a mom, and
Wow, we're learning so much about Matt
Yeah,
on this
I have a
episode.
mom,
Let's
and-
unpack that.
she's made me find other moms attractive.
There you go. There you go.
I didn't find moms attractive until moms became my age.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh damn, I guess I am into moms.
Yeah.
I like I'll fuck with like the mom category, like MILFs, teens,
Yeah.
gilfs, like just as long as it's
I can't do gilfs.
gilfs
yeah,
are
gilf
fun.
is too much.
I guess I'm a bit more twisted than y'all.
I can have fun watching it as the spectacle, but I can't like jerk off to it.
Interesting. Well, it sounds like you need to be a little more open-minded.
I think you need to be a little more closed-minded.
Yeah, but the novel, that's the word I was looking for. You like
Novelty
like
of it.
novelty.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. There's almost like that's why I was like into amateur stuff for a while, because I was like, oh, this woman with a perfect body, like whatever. But like the hot thing about amateur porn is like, I think maybe I could fuck a woman that looks like this.
And they're
Yeah.
unique.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. She's got self-harm scars, and you're like, I fucked a woman with self-harm scars.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Always takes you out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Takes
I,
you out of it.
I hate it when they show pictures of like their family and shit outside of fucking porn. It's like, what are you doing?
Yeah, there's a girl on TikTok because I've been posting jokes on TikTok now, so I'm trying to get
Nice.
more in tune with the youth. And I think it's good to just scroll through TikTok and just see what is popular on TikTok, and it kind of gets you in that mindset for if you're going to post stuff on TikTok to kind of know what hits on there. There's one girl who her thing is just kind of like flirting with you, whoever's
Ooh.
watching. So she just like, oh, nice to see you today. How was your day? Can you give me a kiss? I miss you. Like that type of flirting.
Okay. Well, okay. Like, what's her handle?
Hey, baby girl.
Yeah.
You know that there's men out there that like
Oh,
they
like every
wake up and the first thing
Oh,
they
yeah.
do is
Yeah, me.
fucking check TikTok.
That's exactly what I do. But every comment is
Hey,
like,
baby, it's good to see
yeah.
you too.
Every comment is like, wow, our girlfriend is so talented.
Yeah, that's very funny.
But the thing is, like she, I think she used to have everybody's girlfriend in her bio, and she doesn't have that anymore. So people are kind of like, does she actually get a boyfriend? Like, if she gets a boyfriend, is her boyfriend cool with her still like doing stuff like that?
I wouldn't be. I'd kill her.
I don't even like that my girl has a job.
Like, if she gets
Yeah.
a boyfriend, else she can't post about it because her whole thing is like pretending to be everyone's girlfriend.
That's like Will Smith being in the closet.
Yeah.
Same idea. It's about
You think
image.
he's gay?
I hope so.
You hope he's gay.
Yeah. That's why his marriage is going so well now, because Jay's bald.
He'd be a real bad boy if he was.
Bad boy for life.
Bad boy for afterlife.
That should be the next Bad Boys. Is like his character coming out as gay,
Him and Martin Lawrence just make out.
having gay sex.
Yeah.
We ain't going nowhere, especially to heaven, cause we're fucking gay now. We are gay, guys.
Nice,
yeah.
dude.
Mm.
Feeling good, man.
Feeling good on a Wednesday. I'm glad they caught that guy, dude.
The
Yeah,
shooter.
subway shooter.
Why?
I personally, I don't want to stir up too much controversy on this on the podcast, but I think what he did was wrong.
You're just a little baby, dude. Why were
I
you
haven't
scared?
seen enough evidence to really come down on one
Yeah.
side or the other.
Yeah. We haven't heard his side. Well, actually, he has said a bunch of stuff on YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh,
well,
really?
What was
Yeah.
he saying?
Well, I can't find it on YouTube now, but like he doesn't have like a consistent ideology, because it seems to me that he hates white people.
yeah.
Yikes! But I'm white.
You are, and he hates black people. So people,
Nice. Well, he can't be all bad.
yeah, he can't be all bad.
A broken clock is
It's
right twice a day.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that the common denominator might be that he's crazy. He might be crazy.
I don't
Maybe
know. I
he's
just,
the only saint. Look, man, if we can't just call somebody crazy just because we disagree with him.
That's
Yeah,
true.
but
But we need
also-
to have a dialogue.
it's just the lack of consistency in his beliefs. I think is the worst thing he's done.
Yeah.
Yeah, have a little respect for yourself, dude.
Have some integrity.
It is kind of wild that when someone does something like that, we are like, what is their motive?
Yeah.
And then you just have to like siphon through the views of a crazy person.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas like
Well, not everyone's-
before he did
yeah.
this, no one would give a fuck what he thought.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Everyone's so like hyper into whatever the thing is that they think is the problem in the world that everyone just projects that onto when a thing like this happens. I did see a tweet where there was like, I think it was Toure, Toure. I'm not sure who that is. It's a black guy on Twitter. I don't know
Yikes.
anything much about him.
Toure.
Toure. But he did tweet like they found out it was a black man. Damn. Like,
Yeah.
then the day before he had tweeted, or no, I think it was like a year ago. There was some shooting where he tweeted about there being a problem with white men violence and
Yeah,
everything. It's
The fact that you know what the issue is before you even know anything about the perpetrator.
Yeah.
Like when it first happened, people were like, there were people talking about white hypermasculinity. And I'm
Yeah.
like, we haven't even.
Yeah.
It could be anything.
Yeah, well, you and I are history people, so we know how much historians and just our education has done to cover up things to like not make white people look as bad as they have throughout history.
Yeah.
Which is like fucked up. But now
It
it's at the-
wasn't white. It was Spanish people that did that. If you look at it, white people.
Spaniards that when they came over here, they looked like modern day Mexicans.
White-
Yeah.
That's what I'm imagining.
Central-
White people
Central-
didn't
yeah.
evolve until America was invented.
Yeah.
in
I've
been
1777.
And then Central Park was a necessary thing and an amazing thing that we made over. No one happened to live there beforehand.
No
We
one
don't know
lived
about them.
Weren't there like a bunch of wild animals there at a time that needed to be taken care
My
of?
favorite part of like learning about this history of the Central Park that black people used to live there until they
Seneca
were,
Village, yeah.
Seneca Village is that
Rest in
Matt
peace.
was doing this during his anti-New York rant.
Yes.
He was like, New York sucks, I hate it, I want to live in Colorado. And then like almost as an addendum, he was like, also Central Park is fucking racist.
I
Just
said
like
it's,
what
I-
everybody does now. If they
Yes.
don't like something, they're like plus racism.
Well, I did say before racist, I said it was a fake park.
Fake park.
A fake
Fake racist
racist park.
park. Yeah.
Because phoniness is more serious to me than racism.
if anything, you love authentic racists.
Yes, yeah. It's the non-authentic racists I have a
The
problem
lack
with.
of consistency
Yes.
is the worst.
Central Park is fucking huge.
Yeah, it is.
It's like there's.
It is very
Do
nice.
we need
Yeah.
that much park?
When you are in there, it is kind of nice, but probably not as nice as a thriving black community after the Civil War. But anyway, but yeah, like there is like a lot of stuff that's been covered up and like fucked with in history that like there needs to be a reckoning. But now it's at the point where it's just like this fucking white man cut me online. I'm like, I think you just have a problem with people cutting you online.
Yeah.
Like, why is there's the obsession with it now?
Hey, look, we went through a rough patch, but white guys are cool again. Lay off. We learned our lesson.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna hurt you no more.
Yeah. I'm Jewish. Can I pretend to be in the white guy crew now?
No. Never.
I feel bad for Jews because when they want to be white people say no. And
I
then
know.
And then when white people do something,
Yeah.
everybody that's mad at white people is like the Jews are part of this.
Yeah, I get all the shit. I get all the shit that like white men get, and then if there was like the white supremacist takeover, I'm kicked out of the party.
Yeah. Precarious situation you
Yeah.
Jews have found yourself in.
Yeah.
This happened yesterday. So we're recording on Wednesday. So yesterday, Tuesday, was when the shooting happened, and he was that large all Tuesday.
Yeah.
So I'm walking in near Union Square, and I hear a bunch of yelling and people honking their horns.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, and I'm like, the first place my head goes to is like, they found the guy.
Yeah.
Holy shit. And I'm like, what do I do? And I look over and I see a column of like big vehicles. I'm like, oh, these aren't the regular cop cars. These are like the fucking vans that you see during the Puerto Rican Day parades.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I look over and they're not cop vans. They're the Jew-mobiles because it's almost Passover, and all these like Hasidic
The
teenagers
mitzvah
being
tanks.
like, Happy Passover, Chag Sameach." I'm like, dude, New York's fucking wild. It's the only place where you could be walking down the street and be like, oh no, did they find the mass shooter? And then it's a bunch of Jews just trying to wish you a happy Passover.
Did they find the shooter? Even worse. We're just goofing, man.
Just
Yeah.
a little locker room
glad,
talk.
I'm glad New York's safe again.
Yeah.
I love that line in The Simpsons. You remember where they Monty Burns forms his own baseball team?
Yes.
And all the players are there, and the one guy gets pulled over by the cops. And they're like, what are you doing here? It's like, oh, I just moved here from New York City. New York City, huh? You know, I heard someone was killed in New York City. Never found the guy who did it. Oh, officer, come on, please. There's hundreds of murders in New York City. Huh. You just don't know when to quit moving your mouth, do you, tough guy?
Damn.
And then it's like Chief Wiggum's like, I think we can close the book on every unsolved murder in New York City.
God damn. Those mitzvah tanks are legit. They'll just ask you if you're Jewish when you're walking by, and I always say no. And a lot of times they'll look at me like they know I'm lying.
They smell
They
it
have
on
Jew-
you.
Yeah.
They have Judar.
Yes.
Damn, dude.
Yeah. Do you think you would have in the Holocaust Germany? Do you think
I would
you
have
would've-
lied. Just said
Do you
I'm
think they
not
would've
Jewish.
believed
Not saying he lies because he doesn't want to talk to another Jew for 2 minutes. You think he's gonna not lie during a genocide?
Do you think he'll get away with it? I mean,
I'll lie to get out of talking to a Jew for 2 minutes. Of course I'll lie in a Holocaust.
Yeah, because if he doesn't, he'll be stuck with a bunch of Jews.
I lied about being Jewish when I was in like junior high school to avoid getting bullied.
nice, dude.
I've told this story on stage before, but yeah, there was kids would like throw pennies on the floor in front of Jews, the Jewish kids. And one day they did it to me, and I told them I wasn't Jewish, but they had seen me leaving my Hebrew school. And I hadn't like thought of an excuse. I didn't know that was coming, so
Yeah.
I just said the first thing I could think of, and I was like, "Oh, I was just in there because I was spying on all the Jewish kids in there to see what they're up to.
very
I'm not
funny.
one of them."
That's funny,
Nice.
dude.
And they stopped
Judas.
picking on me, and they would still throw pennies to the other Jewish kids, and I was like, "Too bad for them."
Yeah. Doesn't
Nice,
really make a
dude.
lot of sense, does it?
That's a real Jewish mentality, and I love
Yes, there's nothing more Jewish than selling out your own people.
Yeah.
it. You got to do what you got to do, man.
Yeah. I
I
don't know if you guys were Jewish during the Holocaust. Would you have just tried to lie your way out of it? It's tough if you're a kid and your family is Jewish. It's tough if one member of your family wants to be like, "No, we will never lie about being
Right, and
Jewish."
everybody else is like, it's the one guy that makes the Seder like 3 hours, and everybody just wants
Yes.
to find the afikomen.
Yep.
The
The member of my family who used to do that passed away a few years ago.
I was just gonna say I have a Jewish friend of mine that's not you.
Yeah.
And he said it was very sad when his father died, but now the Seders are much quicker. Because I think for
There's
most people,
one person who takes it very seriously and wants to read the whole Haggadah, wants to correct the youngest every time they nope, read the 4 questions, get all the way through it. Yeah.
Yikes, you should do that once.
Yeah. I'm the
I mean,
youngest.
I don't even know. I don't know nothing about this Jewish hee-haw nonsense, but I know once is enough, dude. That's the cool thing about fucking
It
Christianity.
would have been enough. That's what Dianu means. That's the whole Dianu song.
Dude, I'm so much closer to Matt now that I know all of this Jewish stuff.
Yeah.
I bet.
I hope we
dude.
don't make you feel left out, Joe.
Yeah. Oh, I feel fucking awful. I don't get to participate in eating bread and stuff. But I would like.
Unleavened bread.
I would like a little control of that media, por favor.
You know what? Brisket rocks my cocks.
I thought you were going to say Brist rocks your cock. Brist really will rock your cock.
Now, Bobby, are you at least going to get circumcised?
I mean, I'm already circumcised.
He got circumcised way too many times.
Yeah, that's why my dick is so small. It's been circumcised 13 times.
Are
know
you
what I mean?
cut, Joe?
Hell yeah, dude.
Fuck yeah.
Really? I would have thought because you're so many different. I know you like to tell the podcast listeners that you're white, but you're not all white.
No, look. Zip. Flop.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh.
Bobby, get that out of your mouth. Bobby.
I'm trying to see if he's actually circumcised.
He is. You're just having too much fun with it now.
Oh my God, Joe! Joe, you're coming! Oh,
my
this is
God.
Uncanny!
That was uncanny.
Oh my God, Joe's weed-smelling semen is all over my face.
I love that Bobby committed to physical comedy, even though it's an audio-only podcast. Truly, the Orson Welles of podcasting right here.
Oh man.
He's all fucking red in the face. We got to get that camera set up.
Yeah.
Stat to capture these brilliant moments.
Write us in the group chat if you're interested in being our producer/cameraman.
You said that multiple times. Do we have a group chat?
I mean, group chat is more of a state of mind.
Yeah.
We don't even have a way for people to communicate with us, which I love, outside of the Instagram.
We do. We now have an Instagram and a Twitter.
Yes, which you should follow because we have way more listens on this podcast than we have followers on Twitter and
Isn't it
Instagram
weird
right
how that
now.
works?
Yeah.
I have
You know
no
what?
idea
I'd
how
rather have
any of this
people
shit works.
listening and not following.
Yeah.
You wanted to listen but not follow. Well, because our listeners aren't really followers.
Well,
They're
I mean,
leaders.
we don't have a lot of online content for them to consume outside of the podcast. Anyway.
Don't say that, Joe.
Once we get more
have
stuff-
tons of online content
I'll
for
start.
you.
We should all start posting our clips and stuff on the Locker Room Talk Instagram.
That'd be fun.
Yeah.
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 It'll give us incentive.
I
to
could
start.
caption them. I could
Yeah.
start when I was jobless for a little while. I was looking into captioning
Yeah.
because my friend told me that like you can make a lot of money and it's like work from home stuff. This
Yeah.
is pre-pandemic. And
Yeah.
I was like, work from home. What is that? And I tried to take like a captioning test.
Yeah.
And I realized that I'm a fucking imbecile.
So I've been captioning like the TikTok videos of my roasting the presidents and roasting baseball teams. I don't know if they're like. I mean, I think they look good. I don't know if they're like professional captions.
Well, the test that they gave, it was like a company where you could do. It was like freelancing, but through this company.
Yeah.
Probably a 1099 situation, but they wanted to see if you could do it quickly. And I can't spell, and I'm hard of hearing. You know what? Come to think about it, it's actually the worst job for me to want to have.
Are your parents fourth cousins?
Yeah. Oh man, probably. They grew up very close to each other, so yeah, they grew up. I think Well, my mom's from Paramus and my dad's from Midland Park, so it's both Bergen County, and they didn't meet each other until they met each other for baby copulation. So yeah.
Yeah, my
arranged
parents
marriage.
are both
baby
in New York.
copulation sounds like fucking a baby. That is not what happened.
Yeah. My parents are both from New York, and they were always in New York City also.
Just a couple of New York City parents
Doing what New York City parents do.
Regretting that they didn't have an abortion.
Where are your parents from the same area, Joe?
No, my parents were kind of all over. My dad was pretty much born in New Jersey, grew up most of his time in New York, spent a little time in South America, came back to the States, and then he was in Kansas. My mom was born in Japan and then moved to
I don't like that.
Yeah, moved to a base in Kansas.
Ooh,
And that's where she met my dad.
nice.
And then they kind of had a house there. And then after they got divorced, my mom remarried, and we all moved to California.
That's where you learn how to party.
That's where I learned how to party.
Hell yeah.
And then 4 years ago, I moved to New York. And that's my entire and that's how I met your mother.
That's how this podcast got started. It's 3 incels finding each other and ending up in the same room and having a little locker room talk.
Yeah, just a little locker room talk.
A locker room talk.
It all started with a woman in Japan.
Sendai, Japan.
Have you ever been to the motherland, Joe?
No, maybe someday. Maybe if the Patreon reaches $600.
A $600 trip to Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah, please pay for half a plane ticket for one of us.
Yeah.
And we'll go.
Perfect. I'm in. I don't think it's that expensive to go to Japan.
You know what I like about Japan? Or the idea of Japan? I've never been.
Pokemon, Nintendo.
Yep.
Yeah. Hentai.
Hentai.
Oh, Pokemon, Nintendo, #1.
Just the idea that they are a Western country, but they're so different. Like if you go to any Western Europe,
Yeah, they got those like squinty little eyes and all.
What are you looking at the damn sun or something? Open your eyes, boy.
I mean, they bow and stuff.
Yeah.
Can you imagine bowing?
Most honorable.
They say that.
Yeah.
Welcome to Sendai, Mr. Merlin, Mr. Xian. Welcome, Mount Fuji. Super terrific. We buy a big steak. You feel like you're there?
I feel like I'm there, dude. I'm thinking I'm in Japan.
Welcome to Japan.
Domo arigato.
Party in the summer when the heat is on, all night on the beach till the break of dawn. Welcome to Japan. I am Ugly Sea Man.
Damn, dude, we gotta go. We have to go to Tokyo.
Let's do it, man.
Tokyo. I heard that the panties thing is a myth. Is that
No,
true?
What's the
you
panties
buy
thing?
you can buy panties in a
Vending machine.
vending machine.
Really?
I don't know. Some Japanese guy on Reddit said that's not true, but maybe it's fucking propaganda.
No, that's just some fucking creep trying to cover up. Oh no, we wouldn't do that here. We really respect the women here in Japan.
The thing that I'm wondering is how can they prove that the panties are worn? Because that's the selling point. Is
That's
that
what they
they're
say. They
worn
sell used panties
used
in the vending
panties.
machine.
it
Yeah.
smells like a woman spot.
We don't know what the woman looked like who was wearing them, though.
That's true.
There's
Shell.
a big appeal
Matt,
of
we
the-
know what the woman looked like. They were Japanese. They all look the same.
It's just I'm just imagining one elderly Chinese woman putting on just pairs of panties, like for a second.
Yeah.
Just like she's got her legs suspended in the
Well,
air.
Japanese women live like forever, right?
Yeah.
They live to like 100 years old.
Yeah.
Well, and that doesn't require any skill. You just have to be willing to stand on one of those like fucking dip machines and let the robots put a different piece of panty on you every 3 seconds. Technically worn. There's like some regular, like an OSHA thing.
Yeah.
Technically,
They got a bunch of
worn.
old Asian women on a conveyor belt, and it dun 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 dun.
and they put a towel, like a sheet underneath them in case any of them, like because their hymens get resealed because their husbands have been dead for so long, but then they bleed out after a while from just like wear and tear, and that's where the flag comes from.
I love it. Well, folks, another history lesson. Compliments.
We can't end 2 episodes in a row with Japanese music, though, so we'll have to come up with something else.
Damn, dude. What other race is gonna get it?
What if we did just end 2 episodes in a row with Japanese
I actually
music?
know what we can end it on. So long. Fuck.
Hey! What makes a man? Is it the power in his hands? Is it his quest for glory? Give it all you got to fight to the top so we can know your story. Now you're a man, man. Now you're a man, man. You are now a man, you're a man. Now you're a man.
Yo. Hey, don't turn this off. It's not Passover, because everybody knows that I got a big turd. It's in my pants. I made it in France. And everybody knows that I like to dance, which is what I would do if I was in jail. If I ended up there, I'd say, oh, well, and I'd get fucked in the ass willingly, because everybody knows that I got a silly G with me, and his name is Matt, and his name is Joe. He'll do anything if it means he'll get blow. They got the subway guy. Oh, not yet, because Joe did it. He said nothing but net while he was shooting those guys, but they all survived. And yo, check this out. This is not a lie. Would you bang your cousin? Because I would for days. And if I doesn't, it means I'm gay. Oh no, didn't mean to admit that. When I was a kid, I liked to watch Cat in the Hat. That has nothing to do with what we talked about, but check this out. My name is B-Dubs and I'm out.
Fuck yeah.
I don't know why I call myself B-Dubs, but...